I'm making a fall recipe from my cookbook, Cook Beautiful, and it's going to be poached eggs over roasted squash, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. It's going to be really textural, have like a crisp and caramelized duality happening in the dish, and then you'll get those gooey eggs on top of it. We'll have a little spice, we'll have a little acid, and it's kind of the perfect fall dish in my opinion. I've gone ahead and pre-cut some squash and Yukon potatoes, and it's really important when you're cutting your vegetables to make sure that they're cut the same size so that they cook evenly. Keeping them the same size is also going to add to kind of the visual element of the dish. I'm going to transfer the vegetables over to a baking sheet. Drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, season with salt and pepper, and I really love to use fresh chilies in my food. Taste the teeniest little bit before you use it and use your best judgment of whether you like heat or you don't like heat. One of the first things you should do when you're roasting is preheat your oven. It's so important to have your oven piping hot when you're going to roast anything in order to get that really beautiful golden sear on your veggies. While the other veggies are roasting, we are going to prep the Brussels sprouts. What's interesting about this recipe is that we're peeling away the outer leaves of the Brussels sprouts, and once we roast them, it's going to really allow them to get really crispy and a little bit crunchy and add texture to our dish. We're gonna have a little egg poaching 101 today. And the first step when you wanna poach an egg is to pre-break it in a bowl. Basically what you're going to do is create a whirlpool inside the water. Oh, wait, actually, there's a lot of oopsie moments right now. Before you make your whirlpool, you're going to pour in some vinegar into the water. And the vinegar is really just an added tool that's going to help the egg coagulate. All right, we are about 2 minutes in, and this guy is looking really good. We're going to put it onto a paper towel to absorb the water. Ooh, these guys are perfectly crisp. And now we're gonna build the plate together. I'm going to take a little handful of the squash and potatoes. And I'm gonna season actually at this point. A little salt. And then I'm going to save the pepper for the end to go on top of the egg because I'm going to do like a chunky bit of pepper, which is going to look really beautiful juxtaposed against the crisp, gleaming white egg. Going to chop a little parsley to add that herbaceous note. One element of my cooking that I would be lost without is acid, and I really think that lemon zest just adds that final like zippy note to any dish, and there's so many elements going on here that are rich and savory. Roasting brings out the caramelization and the sweetness in your veggies, so this little bit of lemon zest really goes a long way for brightening up the finish on your palate. And finally, just a little drizzle of olive oil, and then we are done. For this recipe, plus other recipes from Cook Beautiful, go to iSwoon. There's a Cook Beautiful landing page, and you can get a bunch of information about the book, and it's released October 10th.